Okay, good morning to you all. Let's see. Right now in this podcast, I'm going to talk about the days of the week here in Japan as far as how you read them, okay? The days of the week are basically there's 7 days in the week, just like there is in the English in the US of A. And Sunday, the first day of the week, I'm going to explain is they use the same character that they use for the sun, which is why we call it Sunday, which is exactly the same as in English. Sunday, the sun is up in the sky during the day. And in Japan, Sunday, it says Nichi Yobi. Nichi means sun. Monday. Monday means, in Japanese, man. Of course, in English, man means moon. Shortened version for moon day. Probably somewhere along the line became Monday, obviously. And in Japanese, they use the Chinese character of the moon for Monday, the same as in English. I thought that quite the coincidence. Then we get to the next of the days of the week, Tuesday. Tuesday in Japanese, the character is a fire. It's fire, okay? And they refer to it as, they call it Tuesday, which is ka yobi, ka. Wednesday, the character is water. And they use the Chinese character for that. They're what we call in Japan the kanji, and that's water. Okay, so it's Wednesday, and they call it suiyobi. Okay, sui means water. Next is Thursday, and Thursday means wood. Okay, and they call that moku yobi. That means wood, the character. Friday means metal, and that's kinyobi in Japanese. Now, when I researched this, I went to the library some must have been 45 years ago here in Japan. At that time, there was no internet. So I went to the library in Urawa, that was the capital of the prefecture I'm living in now. And they had this really good library. And I went there, got some books, read some books. Again, no internet. And learned that these characters for Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday in English, those words came from Scandinavia. And what I learned was that uh, Wednesday comes from Odin, which is the Scandinavian god at that time, a mythological god, of course, uh, in Scandinavia at that time. It was Odin, and that eventually became Wednesday. And Friday, skipping along to Friday, was Odin's wife, whose name was Frita. Okay, so she got Friday, named after her. And in the middle, very symbolically, is it their son, Thor. And he got the Thursday named after him. So Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday are named after the mythological gods of Scandinavia, Odin, his wife Frita, and their son Thor. Okay? And Saturday is interesting because in Saturday, we say Saturday is the day, if you look at the day before Sunday, okay, after Friday, that's Saturday. We also have Saturn, which is one of the planets, right? Way out there somewhere in space. It's Saturn, the biggest one, I believe. And in Japanese, I don't know if this was just by coincidence or they copied us or we copied them, but their word for Saturday is doyobi, and the characters for metal. And for Saturn, they call it dosei, which means Saturn in the Japanese. They use the same Chinese character for both Saturday and Saturn. And use this in English, we use the same name as Saturday and Saturn. I think that's so Very interesting. And so those are the explanations of days of the week from what I learned from living here in Japan and studying the Japanese language, as well as teaching English. Uh, and this is information I'm sure you'll find very valuable. You can use it at your next party. Okay? Don't thank me now. Have a nice day. That's the end of this podcast.